Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Karan. How are you? Hi, everyone. Good evening, Santosh. Welcome, everyone. Now start messaging up so that we have one-to-one communication and then we'll start the class. Today is a very light class, TDS and TCS. Like e-will was like we have to take it till last minute. It's a easy one. Santosh, you've joined it recently, right? Now, if I'm not wrong. Yes, see, I remember you now. Very good. Ma'am, payment. Harshal will do it in last. In last, we'll do payment of tax. Actually, when it was a scheduled one, I had 102 fever. So I could not take the class. Nisha, good morning. Abhimanyu, good evening. In fact, good evening. Santosh, full form of TDS and TCS. It's tax deducted at source and tax collected at source. है ना? Abhi, we'll do it. We'll do it. Don't worry. Harshal, yes, good evening. How's weather at your places? Like today, here it is fine. Good evening, Nisha. Gayatri, good evening. Acha, anyone having any query in any of the chapter which have been already done, you can ask me out while revision or while reading if you have any doubts. Harshal, 46C. What do I tell you about 46C? It's raining in Bihar. Wow. Might be chances that here also starts raining because we've got an alert of rain here also. Surendra, good evening. Weather, Harshal, weather temperature. I think today here यहाँ तो कम होगा आज. I don't know about the exact temperature, but यहाँ कम होगा आज. It's pleasant over here. Ma'am, does TDS, TCS different? Yes, Samiran, yes. There, the TDS and TCS, matlab, what I called it, it's a TDS job in DT. And here it's a very simple, very easy topic. Within first 10 minutes, you will explain the whole, you'll understand the whole concept. Then for me, it's just a reading part. 36 degree in Punjab. Okay. Kamal, good evening. So here the TDS, imagine now in 2.5 hours we'll complete both the concept TDS and TCS. That means it's a simple one and a easy one. See, I'm waiting for everyone to join the class because 40, Ore Baba, Jalgaon, it's 46 degrees, Baba. But I think we are very fortunate. We have all the weathers. Like we have summers also, winters also, monsoon also. So that's something good. Sridhar, good evening. Ma'am, in Assam, 25 degree. It's a good one. Samiran, Assam is a beautiful place now. I always love to visit that place. I have not yet visited, but I want to visit. Hannah, please, Hannah, Samiran, I just want to come. Dhanalakshmi, good evening. Bangalore 27. Bangalore I have visited. I visit many places, but Seven Sisters are still left to me. Sridhar, 48 degree temperatures and papers, yes. Good evening, Gaurav. Proud and happy about diversity. Yes, even I, Harshal. It's proud to be Indian. Ankita, good evening. Achha, shall we begin the class, kya? Okay, we'll wait 2-3 minutes more because I know many others will also join as per my information. I never able to pronounce your name, and I feel very bad because I know everyone in my class. Um what shall I call you? Tell me. Manjun, ma'am, I got a question. Yes, Santosh, welcome. Uh, a consignment of taxable good value 68,000. Pooja, it is in Hubali. Hubali. Okay, 29 degrees a pleasant one. It's still okay. Okay, I've got a question for everyone. Answers. Otherwise, I will answer right now. So we've got a question from Santosh. Santosh is asking a question. Let us read it and then we'll answer. A consignment of a taxable value at 68,000 was transported from Mumbai to Pune. That means intrastate, very good. Without generation of e-way bill on the ground that the goods were urgently required by the buyer. Examine the applicability of e-way bill provisions and consequences under GST law. Beta, Santosh, change it a bit. This could not be there because intrastate movement is not covered over here. We've got interstate movement. So, if you are moving a good without e-way bill, then the problem is e-way bill should be there at the time the delivery started. But due to urgent basis, you've delivered it without e-way bill. This can never be an excuse because e-way bill is generated promptly even by using your mobile phone. Now, your goods can be detained by the tax authority and interest and the penal provision will be applicable on to you. But still, if there is really any emergency which could be proved by you, then Dash has a power to condone the that is to ignore this issue. Who have the power? Can anybody tell me? Very good, Dhanalakshmi. Yes, but I need who has a power that he or she. Yeah, no, chairman, they cannot be in a GST chairman. Na? Yes, Harshal, that's true. Yes, Santosh, penalty can be charged, but those are not in our. Yes, Vedant, you are perfectly right. Commissioner have a power to condone such delay. है ना? Shall I start with the class now? Shall I? Shall we start the class? Yes, na? Take a pen and paper, and there it is. Within 10 minutes, I'll give you the whole concept of TDS. Whole concept of TDS under GST. And after that, for 1.5 hour, we're going to read it. But the point is, the point which could be understood by us is within 10 minutes itself. I need a white page. Okay, there it is. So everyone, we'll start. The topic is TDS, but this TDS is not under DT, rather under GST. Okay, and the section is section 51, and the section is section 51. Okay, we bifurcate the word. T, tax. D, deducted. S, source. So it becomes tax deducted at source. What do it actually means? Now we'll start here. Here, I'm the one who will pay you the amount. That means I'm the payer. I'm the one who will pay you the payment. So I'm the payer. You people will receive the payment. That means you are payee. So payee is the one who will receive and payer is the one who will make the payment. Okay, why am I making you the payment? Because I have received certain goods or service or combination thereof from you people. So now the point is, can I say you are supplier and I am recipient? Okay, now my question to you people is, tell me who will try to evade tax? If given a chance, who will try to evade tax? Very good, Dhanlakshmi. I need answer from everyone. Very good. You can even write S or R. I'm happy with. See, now from we people have been connected from so many days. Now you understand me and I understand you people, right? Yes, it is supplier who will try to do the evasion of taxes. जो टैक्स की चोरी करने की कोशिश करेगा. But who will not do the tax evasion? The answer is recipient. Because for recipient, it is an expenditure and it will try to show as much as expenditure possible so that his profit comes down. So now the government TDS here have come from the DT itself. Yani the concept of TDS under GST have arise from the concept of DT itself. Though they are not same, but the concept is coming from that area. Now, the government decided, let's do one thing. It put an obligation on recipient. It put an obligation on recipient while you are making to a payment to supplier and the payment exceed rupees 2,50,000 and the payment exceed rupees 2,50,000, then each recipient has to deduct TDS at the rate 2%, and this 2% comes out to be 1% and 1%, and pay this amount to the government and pay this amount to the treasury of government. Now, can anybody tell me what I want to say? I'll give you an example. If for this pay rupees 2 lakh has been deposited as TDS in his account, how much amount sale have he made? If in the name of pay 2 lakh rupees have been deposited in the treasury of government, in his name by very good by vendors, sorry, by the recipient, then how much amount of rupees turnover, that might be provision of service, that might be good supply, how much amount did he did it in a year? Very good. See, everyone got. It will be 1 CR. It will be 1 CR. Now tell me, can he now do evasion of taxes? Now tell me, can he now do evasion of taxes? He can't know. Now in his own return also, in his own PNL also, he has to show the turnover of rupees 1 CR. If there is a mismatch, notice at your end will surely come from the tax department. True or false? Right now, if there is a mismatch of the amount you are declaring and the amount which the TDS is showing, then a notice at your end will for sure prompt at your portal. So just in order to evade such taxes, in fact, I will say it in a better way, just in order to curb down the evasion of taxes, concept of TDS was introduced. Have you people understood? We'll do more. But first tell me, have you people understood the concept of TDS? Now I'll tell you the conditions. Perfect, perfect. See, now I'm rubbing this out. I need place. In the next slides, I'll put white pages. It becomes important for me itself. Okay, now, how does 1 crore came? Okay, Dhanalakshmi, can anybody tell me what amount did we had a credit of TDS in the, it was, I guess, how much did I said? At what amount? 2 lakh. Okay, so this 2 lakh is 2%. Yes. Dhanalakshmi, remember, do it on the calculator. This 2 lakh is 2% because the TDS amount is 2%, either IGST or either CGST or SGST. Then what will be 100? You will get it 2 crores. Sorry, 1 crore. Again, Dhanalakshmi? Okay, now understand the next topic. When we talk about DT TDS, have you done TDS under DT? Have you done TDS under DT, direct taxes? No, you've not done it. Some people have done. Okay, okay. I'll explain. Under DT, there are n number of payments. There are various payment on which TDS has to be deducted. Here, the case is not okay. Even if you did it, that's fine. Even if you not did it, that's also fine to me. Understand the concept under GST. GST says TDS will not be deducted by everyone. It will only be deducted by drawing and disbursement officer. and famously we call them DDO. What do we mean by DDO? All the government department, maybe the central government, maybe the state government, maybe the local authority, or maybe any department which are under the control of central, state, and local authority. So TDS will not be deducted by everyone. It will only be deducted by DDO. That too, only when the payment exceed rupees 2,50,000. Have you people understood the condition? Have you people understood the condition? When the TDS will be deducted by DDO? Done. Okay, ma'am. Next question of ours is, acha, and what is the percentage rate? The percentage rate is 2%, which include either 1% CGST plus SGST, right? 1 plus 1, and if it is IGST, value. Samiran, that is what I want to tell you. Let me come forward to it. Now my next question is, ma'am, we've understood that the value should exceed 2,50,000. That's perfect. But what question comes to my mind, which Samiran have already asked me out? Ma'am, is this value inclusive of GST or is this value exclusive of GST? This is the next question which comes to our mind. CS tax value or that. Haan bhai. So now the question is this value inclusive of GST or is this value exclusive of GST? This is the next. Yes, the answer is this value is exclusive of GST. So this is the whole topic all about. We're going to read it with many more provisions, but have you have a bare idea about it? Do you people got a bare idea how it works? Excuse, yes, beta. Santosh, what do you want me to explain so that you also get an idea? Santosh asked me. You said no, I did not. Then what do you want me to explain? It's a simple, if I, as a government department, paying you any sum, and that sum exceed rupees 2,50,000, then I will deduct a TDS of 2% rate and will deposit it into the treasury of government. But that tax is not for me, rather it is on your behalf. That means Santosh will get that amount as his credit. You will get that amount from the government, which I paid on your behalf. Did you people, now Santosh, have you understood? Under registration, yes, Harshal, I had an idea. Yes. Okay, Harshal, remind me of one important thing. Under registration, we did, if you are liable to deduct TDS under section 51, then you need to have a compulsory registration under section 24. This we did it in the chapter of registration. So now we'll start. So now Santosh have also understood and we'll start. So what does this chapter contain? Let's have a brief idea about it. First, reduction of tax at source, which is section number 51, and the percentage is 2%. Done. Now, Abhimanyu, it is flat beta. For everyone, it is 2%. What you are going through, you are going in the TDS of DT. Don't go there, it's a GST. Hai? Then, category of person not liable to deduct TDS. Then, we'll do, ma'am. So, in question comes DDO, can a private person? Harshal, no. Usually under DDO, private people are not there. They are only government departments, right? Okay, next. Which are the category of person who are not liable to deduct TDS? We'll do it right away. Then situation where TDS will not be deducted. There might be some situation like if the value of payment is less than 2,50,000 rupees, then we've got a next section. PCS, which is section 52. We'll do it in after a break portion one. Then monthly and annual statements by e-commerce operator. This I have not yet done, but this we've had a base idea and now we'll proceed with the class. Okay, so TDS stands for tax deducted at sources. The tax deducted at source is a system initially introduced by income tax department. Everyone, correct or not? This is actually a system introduced by income tax department. True, no? Perfect, perfect. Now, in one of the modes method to collect tax under which certain percentage of amount, I've got one more Abhimanyu. These rate 1%, 2% applicable under income tax. Na beta, Abhimanyu only under GST. In income tax, we've got many a rate of TDS, 2%, 5%, 10%, 28%, 30%. We'll do it there, है ना? Not here. It means such person who required to deduct TDS shall have obtained 10, but it's not 10, it's 10. Tax identity, tax collection and deduction account number. ठीक है? Yes, yes, Harshal, we need to have 10. TAN, tax account collection वाला है ना? A. Now, we'll do it. It's one of the mode method to collect tax under which certain percentage. Who will tell me what is the percentage of TDS? See, it's a very easy chapter. 2%. Yes, 2%. है ना? Is deducted by a recipient at the time of making payment to the supplier. So when I'll make the payment to, so we'll take it like today I'm the supplier, I'm a DDO, and Anjum is the person who's giving me goods or services. So Anjum, if I'm paying you anything which is beyond 2,50,000 rupees, I'll deduct 2% TDS on such amount. Then it facilitates sharing responsibility of tax collection between deductor and tax administrator. But of course, it has given the responsibility not on Anjum, rather on me, who is buying the goods, to pay the tax to the government. Now, this concept of TDS ensure regular inflow of tax collection to the government. Okay, now we'll understand this. Okay, everyone in the class, please answer me out. Beta, if Anjum would have paid tax, she would have paid, ma'am, kindly share WhatsApp. Krishna, I had no idea about this, Hana. So, okay, if answer me, if Anjum would have paid tax on these supplies, she would have paid tax at the end of the financial year, true or false? If Anjum would have paid tax on it, she would have paid the TT at the end of the year, right? Right? But now the case is, since I am paying it, since I am paying it, I'll pay it in the next month itself. So government got the cash flow much earlier if it would have been paid by the supplier. Tell me, you've understood? If Anjum would have paid the tax, it would have been delayed. But since I am paying such TDS, it's not delayed, right? So now, this mechanism act as powerful instrument to prevent tax evasion. You already understand that out. And expand the tax net. Of course, tax net is expanded because now here I also come into the picture. Though I have not earned the profit, rather I have paid for goods and services, as it provide for the creation of the audit trail. Audit trail, I told you, if I have deposited rupees 2 lakh as an TDS on behalf of Anjum, yes, Harshal, it's an advance kind of nature. So if I have deposited 2 lakh on behalf of Anjum, that means Anjum will show at least 1 CR turnover, right? Then section 51 of CGST Act 2017 provides, if amount, Abhimanyu will just do it. Let me do this with you. Then you will answer your question yourself. I'll come back to the question. Provide for deduction of tax at source in certain circumstances. This section specifically lists out the deductors who are mandated by central government to deduct tax at source. Hanji, who are the person who need to deduct TDS? There are there are many, but we can call them as, who are the person who need to deduct credit and cash ledger? Krishna, let me, yes, beta, let me come to that point. It comes in cash ledger, but I have not yet discussed with you people. Now, then the rate of deduction is 2% and the procedure for remittance of tax deducted. Now I have deducted, for example, if I have deducted this 2%, it becomes my duty to remit it to the government. And when to remit it? In the 10th of next month, I'll deposit this amount in the treasury of government. Now, deductor of tax at source, the DDOs, right? Yes. under GST regime. It's only under GST regime. Section 51 of CGST Act prescribes the authority and procedure for deduction of tax at source. The TDS provision empower the central government to make it mandatory for the following person, the deductor, to deduct tax at source for the payment made to the supplies of taxable goods and or service. The very important word is, the value is taxable goods and service. No TDS in case of exempted goods or services, right? Now, who are the DDOs? Let's understand the DDOs now. This central state government and department or establishment thereof, either Kendra or Rajya, that is central or state, and their department and establishment, then the local authorities, then the government agencies, and notified person category of people under section 51(1)(d). Let's understand who are those people. There it comes. These are the person who comes under 51(1)(d). But up till now, let's revise. If you are coming under the category of DDOs, no, beta, not handicraft. Harshal, why you came to handicraft? No handicraft over here. These are government departments. Okay. If you are DDO, you are under a mandatory obligation to deduct TDS. And these DDOs we've already done. It could be central government, state government, their department, their establishment. Then it could be a local authority and it could be a government agency. There is one more category which will be elaborated there down. Have you understood this? Have you understood? Ma'am, yes, you liable to deduct. Krishna, have you already done? Kya? Let me come to that portion. Na? I have not yet done it. है ना? So अगर मैं अभी सब समझा दूंगी तो फिर बचेगा क्या 8:30 तक? ठीक है? Okay. Now we are doing, ma'am, always deduct TDS as if goods rate doesn't extend. No, Vedant. If it is less than 2,50,000, no need to deduct TDS. Then we'll do it. The following person have been notified under clause D of subsection 1 of section 51 of CGST Act by the central government. So now we'll see what are these people, who are these people who are liable to deduct TDS. Now we'll understand. An authority or a board or any other body, we're doing A, set up by an act of parliament or state legislature, like ICAI is set up by an act of parliament or established by any government. But the condition is at least with 51% or more participation by way of equity or control to carry out any function. That means if your authority or a board and you are set up either by an act of parliament or legislature, state legislature, or established by the government. But the most important point is at least 50% or more capital have been held by the government authorities. Thus, the provision of section 51 of CGST Act are applicable only to such authority or board. See, their word comes, authority or board, or any other body set up by an act or parliament or state legislature or establishment by any government in which 50% or more participation by way of equity or control is with government. First of all, tell me, did you people understood who are the people who comes under definition of DDO? Have you people understood? Done. Central government, state government, their establishment, their department. Very good. Then we have local authorities. Then we have government agencies and any board, any authority which is set up either under the Parliamentary Act or State Legislature Act, or it is established by the government. But the very important point is 51% of the equity or control should be with the government. Now, then see, remember in 5 we are doing this. Usually people get confused. We are doing clause D of subsection 1 of 51. We've already done A. Now we'll do B, right? So B is society established by the central government or a state government, or a local authority under Society Registration Act 1860. Samiran have asked me one question, that is, okay, Samiran, government subsidy company covered. Yes, Abhimanyu, I'll answer every, but let me cover this and then you people answer yourself. Public sector undertakings are also uncovered here, and any registered person, this is a different thing. But first of all, tell me, you people answer. I'm asking you some question. Ma'am, is government company also covered? Tell me, is government company also covered? Yes, see, then Lakshmi have answered. Yes, public sector undertaking. Yes. Next question. Also, government. I've got one question. Ruko. Okay, next question. Government subsidy company cover, and subsidiary of government company covered. I can shift it to subsidiary of government company. Yes, because 51% of control might be with the government. Yes, Harshal. Perfect. So you've got the answer. And there comes a wolf in the um, what we call it in a block, Hana, that says any registered person receiving supplies of metal scrap from another registered person. Beta, always and remember, very, very, very important. He is the only person who is not under the category of DDO. If I am buying metal scrap, if I am buying metal scrap from a registered person and even I am registered, then while making the payment as per new amendment, I have to deduct TDS at the rate 2%. So can I ask you in a other way, is there any exception under section 51 from DDO? Is there any exception from DDO to section 51? Everyone, I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, there is only one exception, and that too relate to metal scrap. Yes, if you are buying a metal scrap and you are registered person as well as the recipient is also registered person, while making the payment, please deduct TDS. This is a amendment introduced and extended the definition of DDO. Okay, shall we now proceed further? Everyone. Perfect. ठीक है. Category. Ma'am, if a shopkeeper, I am purchasing some good. Transaction, am I more than 25? I will deduct. Beta, okay, Vedant have asked me a question. You people answer. I'm a shopkeeper. I've purchased goods and I'm paying more than 2.5 lakh. Will I deduct TDS? I'm a shopkeeper. Very good, Samiran. I need answer from everyone. Very good. You got the answer. It's only DDO who can deduct TDS, not the common people. Everyone got it. Done. Done. Yes. Now we'll read it. Tax is not liable to be deducted at source in the following cases. Now here comes. Somebody was asking me in the initial class only, but now I'll answer when the TDS will not be deducted. I'll give you an easy answer. Then you will not get confused here. See, you've got all those people now. If they are supplying goods or services among themselves, then TDS is not to be deducted. Have you understood? Now I can make a permutation combination. But the easy is if they are supplying goods or services among themselves, then TDS is not required to be deducted. Have you people understood? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. I have not explained. You people answer with one exception in them. With one exception. Which exception will it be? With one. Very good. You got it. With an exception of metal scrap purchaser. Yes, this is what is written there. Hai. Now we'll do it because I told you, he's the only person who is odd one out in the group. So now we'll do it. When goods or service are supplied from public sector undertaking to another PSU, whether or not a distinct person. So see, you got it now. One PSU is supplying goods to other PSU. No requirement to deduct TDS. Now, where the supply of goods or service take place between one person to another person specified in clause A, B, C, D of subsection 1 of the section 51 of the said act, except the person referred to clause D. Who will tell me who is this exception? See, you are already. Can I say MS? Metal scrap? Yes. See, it becomes easy now. You understood? Yes. Beta, Harshal have asked me distinct person. Beta, if you are registered under the same pen, you are called distinct person. So here, one government DDO and the second DDO need not to be a distinct person. If you are under the category of DDO, yes. If you are in the category of DDO and you are supplying goods and service to each other, no requirement to deduct TDS, right? Okay, next. Deductee. So deductee, now we'll talk about. We got the point. The deductee are the supply. Okay, let me tell you who's deductee. Otherwise, you will get. Okay, I am making you the payment. I am making payment to Anjum. Tell me, who's deductee in this case? Think about and give me answer. I am making payment to Anjum. Who's deductee? I'll be the deductor. Yes, beta, I'll be the deductor. I'll deduct the TDS and Anjum will be the deductee. Okay, understood everyone? Yes, no beta, Anjum will be the deductee. है ना? Deductee is the one जिसका TDS deduct किया जाता है, right? Now we'll read it. The deductee are the suppliers whose total value of supply of taxable goods and or service under a contract exceed rupees 2,50,000 exclusive of taxes and assessed as per invoice. So always remember, no need to add the tax. The contract value should be exceeding 2,50,000. Have you understood? Okay. Have you understood, beta? Everyone, it's an easy chapter. है ना? Yes. Okay. Standard rate of deduction. Now we'll do the rate of deduction. Right. Ma'am, in starting you told to continue deductor and deducted. In starting you told, beta, deductor is I. That is the DDO. I'll be the deductor. Right. And for whom? In starting, I told you payer and payee. है ना? Payer, I am the payer. I will deduct the TDS. So I am a deductor. And on whose behalf, on whose TDS has been deducted is deductee. Yes, Anjum is deducted. Perfect, beta. Now, standard rate of deduction. Now, we'll do the rate. The tax would be deducted at 1% under CGST Act. You've understood now? Under CGST 1, then SGST 1. So it makes 2% of the payment made to the supplier, the deductee of taxable goods and or service where the total value of such supply under the contract exceed rupees 2,50,000, excluding the amount of central, state, union territory integrated cess indicated in the invoice. Now, thus, individual supply may be less than 2,50,000, but this is very important. First, let me decode it, then you people will read it and then tell me, have you understood? Okay, Harshal, I gave you, I'm a DDO. Okay, you everyone, it's a question to you people. I'm a DDO. I gave a contract to Harshal to maintain the roads or something. No, don't take it road for some kind of supply of goods to my offices. And the whole contract was of rupees 10 lakh. Okay. And if the whole value was a taxable supply. Now the point is the first payment which I made to Harshal was rupees 1 lakh. Tell me, the TDS will be deducted or not? The TDS will be deducted or not? You people tell me. You people are answering in a random order. One yes, other no. One yes, other no. So, okay, beta, yes, the TDS will be deducted. Yes, yes, Abhimanyu, the right answer. Because beta, don't take it as an individual transaction. Rather, take it as a value of contract. Was the value of contract rupees exceeding 2.5 lakh, 2.5 lakh? The answer is yes. Then, even if I am making you a payment of rupees 10,000, then also I have to deduct the TDS. Everyone got it? Everyone got it? Though I took an example of 1 lakh, but I say because the contract, yes, don't take it, don't trace individual payments, rather take the contractual liability. Yes, Harshal. Now we'll read it and tell me if you don't understood. Right? See, thus individual supplies may be less than rupees 2,50,000, but if total value of supply under a contract is more than rupees 2,50,000, TDS has to be deducted. Have you people understood? Okay? Now, the deductor is with same supplier. Samiran have a question. Ma'am, the contract is with the same supplier or different? You people answer. The contract with same supplier or different? Tell me. It has to be same, na? Of course it has to be same because the contract, there is one contract. Yes, same. So the deductor have to deduct tax at the rate 1% from the payment or the credit to supplier of taxable goods or service under CGST Act. So I'll deduct this TDS either at the time of payment or either making the entry to your to in my books of account. I'll make a deduction of 1. Please remember, beta, 1 is CGST. It will be combined with SGST. So the right amount percentage comes to be 2%. Now, important, the value of supply. So the amount indicated in the invoice, excluding the central tax, state tax, union territory, integrated tax, and cess element, is the value of supply for the purpose of TDS under section. We've already done it. Check individual value. Yes. Hamai, you need to exclude the GST and the cess component. Deposit of TDS with government. Okay, so I'm the deductor. I deducted the TDS at the rate 2% for Anju. Now the thing is, I can't keep it in my, and it should be, yes. Harshal said, ma'am, if it is an interstate supply, then the in IGST will be applicable and the rate will be, TDS rate will be 2%. Perfect. And if it is interstate, then we'll have CGST plus SGST and the combination will be 1 plus 1. Yes, perfect. Okay, next. Since I have deducted a TDS amount and on behalf of Anju, will I keep it in my pocket or I need to deposit it to the government? The answer is I need to deposit it to the government. Perfect. And the answer is next month till 10th. Till 10th, I need to deposit such amount in the treasury of government. Perfect. The amount of tax deducted at source should be deposited to the government account by the deductor by the 10th of the succeeding month. So, done. Now, TDS certificate. First of all, whatever we've done, have you people understood? It's an easy one. I found some practical questions also for you. Okay. Now I'll give you an idea about it. Though it's not very relevant what we are doing, but still it's been there in the module. We'll do it. I need to do payment of tax. So I can't ask, have you done or not? Because I was not well. So we were not able to do it. Can I say, USA trip, it is things, amount of TDS and go USA trip. Is it ethical? Can I say? Harshal, I could not understand what you've written. And okay, let me explain now. Now listen, because we are missing with one topic, right? Which I'll be taking in last. But listen. When you get yourself registered, under GST, on the portal, you get 2 ledger and 1 register. This we would have done if I would have been well in payment of tax. One, you will have a cash ledger. Second, you will have a ITC ledger, which we call it credit ledger. And one, you will have a liability register. And one, you will have a liability register. Please remember, whatever tax you pay to suppliers, whatever tax you pay to vendor, it always comes in ITC ledger. You get it over here. But when you talk about TDS and TCS, it is depicted under cash ledger. Where it is depicted? It is always depicted under cash ledger. First of all, have you understood what I told? Beta, whatever you buy, you pay GST and that auto-populatedly comes under ITC ledger. You get it? But there is an exception. TDS and TCS are depicted under cash ledger. They are depicted under cash ledger. So, if Payal ma'am have deposited 50,000 as TDS on behalf of Anjum, where will it be depicted in on the portal of GST for Anjum? Where will it come? I deposited 50,000 in the favor of government into the government. Yes, it will be shown under cash ledger. Have you understood the topic? First, then I'll tell you why it is not relevant. It will be shown under cash ledger now. Now the point is, when it has already been shown for Anjum in cash ledger, do I need to give Anjum a TDS certificate? Tell me. Think about. Do I need to give Anjum a TDS certificate that I have deposited so and so amount on your behalf? Not actually required, because it has already been depicted in his cash ledger. This is what I want to tell you, that it is actually practically not relevant. But since it's there, we'll do it, right? Now the thing is, what am I doing? I'm giving Anjum a certificate. Anjum, I have deducted so and so and so amount as TDS while making the payment. Kindly check it with whatever cash ledger you've got those payments. So this is TDS certificate. So a TDS certificate is required to be issued by deductor. See, I'm in deductor now. I'll issue. The person who's deducting tax in the prescribed form, and the form is GSTR 7A. No need to learn. To deducting the supplier from whose payment TDS is deducted. So I'll give it to Anju. Now, the content of form GSTR 7A TDS certificate are given below. Now, what in that certificate, what are the content? With a TDS certificate number, of course, my TDS certificate number, GSTN of mine, name of the deductor, that is my name, then GST and Anjum's GST, then legal name of deductee, what is the business name, trade name if any, tax period for which I deducted the TDS, detail of supply, what were the nature of supply, and the amount which I deducted as TDS. Tell me, have you understood this? Then I'll ask you a question. Have you understood? Okay, so this is a googly to you people like IPL. You got a different ball. Whosoever backs it up, I'll be very happy. Though I have not explained the concept, but I'll like it if you reply, right? But I'm a DDO. I'm a DDO. And Sushmita is unregistered person. Please remember, please listen. It's a googly. I'm a DDO. Sushmita is an unregistered person. Unregistered person. URP. And I have given a contract to Sushmita worth rupees 5 lakh rupees. It's a taxable supplier, right? Excluding GST. Will I deduct TDS? Will I deduct TDS? Till now, two right answers. Harshal and Surinder have given me right answer. Rest now, yes, yes. Now you've got a right answer. No, beta, I won't deduct TDS. Reason, please to know why I won't deduct TDS. Even if I deduct TDS, please think. Even if I deduct TDS, I'll pay it into the treasury of government. For sure, government will give credit to unregistered person in cash ledger. Tell me, do she have a cash ledger? Do she have a cash ledger? No, na. In this case, the TDS is not deducted. Have any cash? Yes. So can I say, though we've not done, can I say, if DDO deals with unregistered person, TDS is not required to be deducted. Right? True? Can I say that out? True. Yes. Due to unregistered. Yes. Yes. Perfect. This we'll do it. मैंने तो ऐसे ही पूछ लिया था. Now, non-remittance by the deductor. See, I deducted 2%, but I have not given it to the favor of, into the treasury of government. Then the penal provision on me. If the deductor has not remitted amount deducted as TDS to the government within the prescribed time limit, he is liable to pay penal interest under section 50 in addition to the amount of tax deducted. Beta, here again, section 49 and section 50 was payment of tax, which we are still not done yet. So if I have taken the amount but I have not deposited to government, then interest on me will be applicable, and which will be done under section 50. Section 50 talk about two interest rate, 18% and 24%. When we do it, I'll take you to this place myself only. Have you understood? Okay. Reflection of TDS amount. You people tell me answer. In Anjum's deductor, directly deposit TDS in deducti cash ledger. No, Abhimanyu, not directly. I'll deposit it to the treasury of government. Government will make an entry into the e-cash ledger of deducti. So answer is here only, where the amount will be shown. It will be shown in e-cash ledger. Now we'll read it. The amount of tax deducted is reflected in electronic cash ledger of deductee. The deductee can claim credit of tax deducted in his electronic cash ledger. The provision enables the government, yes, government, to cross check whether the amount deducted by the deductor is correct and there is no mismatch between the amount reflected in the electronic cash ledger and the amount shown in the return filed by the deductor. See, we've already done this. Please remember, I have filed the, I have deposited the amount of TDS to government, and this has been shown as in e-cash ledger of Anjum. Okay, that is deducting. Now, this could be verified n number of time. It could be verified by me also, because when I'll file return, I'll show this, I have deposited this much of amount of TDS. When Anjum will file return, then she'll show that I have made this much of total supplies outward. So this could be cross tallied multiple of times. Tell me, have you understood till here? You've got it? Perfect. Now, determination of amount in default. Okay, if I do any thing which is not right, any default in determination, 26 AS, yes, Harshal, 26 AS, NDT we used to see it, yes, perfect. Any default in determination of amount under section 51 shall be made in the manner specified under section 73 4a, as the case may be. Beta, you need not to learn 73, 74, 74a. They are in final. But the only thing is, if I did any kind of wrong calculation, any kind of delay in TDS, then I will be penalized with section 73, 74 and 74A. So let's come to the next point. Refund or excess erroneous deduction. Okay. So if I have done something like refund, okay, I need to pay, please listen. I need to pay Anju rupees 5 lakh rupees. So what should have I done? I would have deducted 2% on such amount and the rest I would have paid to Anju. But what happened? I need to pay only 1,50,000 to Anju. But I deducted tax at 5 lakh rupees. That means I have deposited extra TDS for Anju. True or false? I need to, yes, now I deposited extra TDS. Then in case Anjum can claim the refund or I can claim the refund, then the Anjum will be getting the TDS on 150 only. This is what the situation is. See, the deductor, me, or the deductee, Anjum, can claim refund of excess deduction or enormous deduction. Have you understood? Preserving accounts as section. Yes, Harshal Singh. Hanji, have you people understood? See, if I took it, then Anjum won't get it. And if Anjum take it, then I won't get it. This is what the thing is all about. Now, any person, okay, we people have only done registration. Tell me, any person, once again, okay, Rajita, shall I repeat it once? See, what happened? I need to deduct TDS on 1,50,000 rupees only. But by mistake, anyhow, advertent mistake, I deducted TDS on 5 lakh rupees for Anjum. Now the thing is, extra TDS was deposited in the treasury of government. The point is either I should ask government to give me this extra because actual TDS was on 150 only, or since it has been already passed on to Anjum, Anjum can ask for such extra refund. But whosoever ask, both will get or any one of them will get. Rajita, both of them will get or any one. Yes, yes. This is what the point is, right? So, bhai, now you people tell me, if you are a TDS deductor, which kind of registration you require? Which kind of registration you require? If you are a TDS, yes, compulsory, 24. So, any person required to deduct tax in accordance with the provision of Section 51 shall electronically submit a registration application in prescribed form. Abhimanyu, give me 2 minutes. Let me complete this. Then I'll ask everyone with the question. Through the common portal. The proper officer shall, after due verification, grant registration within 3 working days from the date of application. Also, on a request upon an inquiry pursuant to other proceeding under the Act, if proper officer is satisfied, a person is no longer liable to deduct TDS under Section 51, the said officer may cancel the said registration following the procedure of cancellation of registration. That means if you are under an obligation to deduct TDS, apply for registration and you will get the registration within 3 working days. Next, if anyhow you are not under an obligation to deduct TDS anymore, then your registration will be cancelled. Have you understood this paragraph? Everyone, have you understood? Now I've got a question from Abhimanyu. We'll answer, every one of us. And then a next question from Karan. But let Abhimanyu's question be there. I'll reading it. In case of unregistered person, when unregistered person entered a government authority contract, government not liable to deduct TDS, government not liable to deduct TDS that time. After contract, unregistered person becomes a registered person. Then TDS applicable or not? Okay, I'll make it in a easy language. You people answer. Beta, I'm dealing with Anju. She's an unregistered person. While making the payment, I'll not deduct TDS because she don't have a cash ledger. But what happened during the whole year, Anjum have crossed the turnover limit and she got registered. Now tell me, will I deduct TDS or not? This is the first question which Abhimanyu asked me. Tell me, will I deduct TDS or not? Anjum have got, yes, Anjum will, yes. Now I will deduct TDS because Anjum have a cash ledger. Very good. Next, Karan have asked me question. Ma'am, excess TDS cannot be adjusted in remaining balance payment. Karan, it could be. I could adjust, but deductee can claim for the refund. Yes, it could be. Then any other question? TDS, date of registration. Okay, Santosh have asked me a question. If a retail shop do not have GST number for shop and not paying taxes, how they can be caught? Santosh, this is the actual reality. They cannot be caught until unless they show themselves or there is inquiry or survey on them. That's true, beta. That's true. Now, next, no TDS. No TDS. When the TDS will not be deducted. I'll tell you, we've got a market. I'll tell you this, Santosh wala baat. We've got a market Tripolia. ठीक है, it's a old market in Jaipur and there usually you get all these chairs and stationery stuff, मतलब office furniture you get it. So if I bought a chair and 5 4 chairs for guests to visit at my office, so I need to pay them around say 18,000 rupees for the lump sum. Do you know they never take a online payment in Tripolia? If you went without cash and you're buying things, they don't take it only. They ask you for cash only. They ask you for cash only. That means if I don't have a cash, I cannot buy anything from Tripolia, right or wrong? Then I'll give you what they have done it in the second portion. Right now, if I have not bought cash along with me, I'm unable to buy furniture from that point, right? What they do अब now listen something else. They say, मैम ठीक है आप कैश तो नहीं लाए, कुछ तो लाए होंगे जेब में. तो of course in every one of our wallet, at least like your parents or like me, we usually have 3-4 thousand rupees at in our wallet. So they says, मैम यही दे दीजिए. And when the goods will come to your office, pay us the balance. But anyhow, you have to pay them in cash. Now tell how much evasion of tax these people would have been doing. Just imagine how much evasion of tax, because they are never taking payment online. Okay, so this is what I want to, because I also face this issue. If separate invoice value contract before 5 lakh and after 5 lakh, applicant whose value after registration value? Uh, Abhimanyu have asked me, there is one contract only of rupees 5 lakh. 2 lakh was paid to Anjum when she was unregistered. But rest 3 lakh will be paid when she is registered. So the contract was entered when she was unregistered. But while making the payment of 3 lakh, what do you think? I'll deduct the TDS or not? Of course, I'll deduct the TDS. Yes, because you have a cash ledger, I'll deduct the TDS. Now we'll proceed. As today we are taking it very lightly, right? Now, the proviso of section 51(1) lays out that where the location of the supplier, okay, for this, I need to explain you. First of all, tell me, whatever we've done, have you understood? Then I'll take this topic up. Whatever we've done, have you people understood? Done. What we are doing, I always found it very interesting. So first understand with an example, it becomes easy, and then we'll go above and we'll read it. Okay, see there are three situation. We are doing like a place of supply POS. It's a revision of POS. Okay, location of supplier. So we'll take it like me. I am the supplier and I'm in Jaipur, right? I'm in Jaipur. Now, place of supply. Where am I giving the goods? So take it, I'm giving the goods in Jaipur itself. Take it like an example. I'm giving the goods in Jaipur itself, and you people are also at my place, in my office. So the recipient are also in Jaipur. Beta, intra or enter? Which kind of transaction is this? Intra. A, if you write, I'll understand. Perfect. So, beta, now what will be applicable? CGST and SGST. CGST and SGST, the credit, yes, the TDS will be deducted. The TDS will be deducted by DDO. Why it will be deducted by DDO? Because it will get to the credit of deductee. No issues, they are among the same state only, and the TDS deducted by DDO will be given to the credit of deducting. No issues, because everything is happened within the state. Everyone understood the first example? Everyone understood the first example? Now we'll take it. See, example number 1. I am in Jaipur. I am supplying the classes in Jaipur. At the same time, you people are also in Jaipur. Then, will the TDS be deducted? Yes, the TDS will be deducted, because giving credit of TDS deducted is very easy, and it will easily be given. Now, the next example. Take a next example. So, I'm in Jaipur. I'm supplying in Jaipur. But you people are in, where do I take Gujarat? You people are in Gujarat. First of all, tell me which kind of supply, intra or enter? First of all, you tell me intra or enter. Beta, location of supplier and the place of supply are in same state. Location of supplier and the place of supply in a same state. Why are you telling inter? It's an intra one, na beta? It's an intra. See, you people might be sitting all around India, right? But I am there in the Jaipur, and I'm taking in class in the Jaipur. For me, it's an intra one, na? And what will I charge? CGST plus SGST. True or false? What will I charge? CGST and SGST? True? True. Now the thing is, since you people are in Gujarat, Since you people are in Gujarat, will you get this credit? Tell me, will you get this credit? You people are in Gujarat. No, you won't get it. Yes, you won't get it. Rather, if you need to get credit, what would have been charged? Rather, if you need to have a credit, आप ये credit चाहते हो, then what would have been charged? IGST, which has not been charged. In this case, since the recipient will not get credit, the TDS is not applicable. This is the most important point, which could make you in trouble, which can keep put you in trouble in exams. Have you understood this? Think about, take your time, think about and tell me. Have you understood? I am in Jaipur. I'm taking classes in Jaipur. For me, it's an intra one. For me, it's an intra one. But you people are in other states. So if you need the credit, it has to be IGST. Then only the credit will be available of TDS. So here, the TDS will not be available because the credit cannot be passed on. Tell me, have you understood? Now everything is easy. Now you will get it. See, next example. I'm in state A, take it as Jaipur, and I'm giving supplies in Gujarat. Inter or intra? Inter or intra? Inter. What would have I charged? IGST. What would have I charged? IGST. You people are also in Gujarat. You will get the credit. Yes, the TDS will be applicable. Understood? You'll get the credit. Yes. Perfect. I'm in UT1. Yes, you're in UT1 and the place of supply is also UT1. Same state, intra, TDS will be applicable. Yes. Then I'm in UT1. I'm giving services in UT2 and you people are also in UT2. Yes, the credit will be available. Then I'm in UT1. I'm in UT1. I'm giving services in UT1 here. I'm in Jaipur. I'm giving classes in Jaipur. But you people are in other states. Then again, I'll charge the bill CGST plus SGST. Yes. But you need, if you need a credit, you need to have IGST. So you won't get the credit. In that case, no TDS. Have you understood? Yes, Karan. Perfect, right? So not applicable. Yes, Vishakha, you got the point. Perfect. Wherever there become a situation where you are not able to get TDS, then the TDS is not applicable. Perfect. That's the highlight. Shall I read it now? See, it becomes easy when you first understand the topic and then you read it. Okay, now I'll read it. Now I'll read it. Okay. So the proviso of section 51(1) lays down that when the location of the supplier, me, and the place of supply, that is where I'm taking the class, is in a state or union territory which is different from the state or union territory of the registration of recipient. That is, I am in Jaipur, class is in Jaipur, but you people are in different part of India. Tell me, will I deduct TDS? Will I deduct TDS? Very good, you people understood. There will be no TDS. There will be no TDS. Wonderful, people. Now, the above statement can be explained in the following perfect situation. Now, all the situation in the theoretical form. Supplier I, place of supply, and the recipient in the same state. But of course, TDS will be available in electronic cash ledger. Right now? Right? Perfect. Now, supplier me as well as the place of supply are in different state. Okay. Then I'll charge IGST and you will get the credit easily. So in such case, integrated tax would be levied. TDS to the deductor would be TDS, integrated TDS, and it would be possible for the supplier deducting to take the credit of TDS in electronic cash ledgers. No issues. Supplier me as well as the place of supply, the office are in state A, but the recipient is located in state B. Tell me, will I deduct TDS? Very good, you got it. See, there would have been TDS would not be deducted. No, the TDS would not be deducted. Perfect answer. Now, thus, when both the supplier as well as the place of supply are different from that of the recipient, no deduction has to be made. Everyone understood? Easy now? Yes. Okay. So we'll sum up. Uh, Perfect. TDS. And we'll revise also. Person liable to deduct TDS, we call them as DDO. Central and state government, local authority. Government agency and notified person. In notified person, remember, 51% control with central or state government. And we have one odd one out also. Who's that? We've got one odd one out. Yes, metal scrap. Perfect, perfect. Threshold limit. The value of contract should very good, everyone. Very good. The value of supply shall exceed rupees 2,50,000 exclusive of GST. Very good, Ajita. Rate of CGST. It's CGST. We combine SGST, the rate becomes 2%. No TDS when the location of the supplier and the place of supply is different from the state of registration of the recipient. Example, I in Jaipur, class in Jaipur, but you people are in other states. Then in that case, no TDS. Then due date of payment, if I deduct TDS, I'll deposit it to the 10th of the succeeding month in the favor of the government. Perfect. Now, CGST? Yes. Abhijit, is CGST 1? Is GST 1? Yes. And for IGST, it's 2. Perfect. Now, manner and account of TDS by TDS deductor. Such deductor need to get compulsory registered under section 24. We've already done. They need to remit such TDS collected by 10th of the next month. Ma'am, no penal provision. Harshal, no penal provision. The amount deposited as TDS will be reflected in electronic cash ledger of the supplier. Yes, electronic cash ledger of Anjum because she is the supplier. Then manner of accounts of TDS by supplier. Then any amount shown as TDS will be reflected in electronic cash ledger of the concerned supplier. He can utilize this amount towards discharging his liability towards tax, interest, fees, or any other amount. Just understand first this. Again, this is related to payment of tax, so it's my duty to explain you. Beta, when we pay tax, tax had two components. Major head, minor head. Please understand, when we pay tax to government, right? 31st May. Dhanalakshmi, give me 1 minute. Let me explain this. Then I'll come to your question. Hana, beta? So tax, when you pay tax from cash ledger, it has two components, major head and minor head. In major head, the main tax element come, tax of CGST, SGST, as the case may be. And here comes interest, penalties, fees and other dues. So here comes these things. Listen very carefully. From cash ledger, you can pay major head also and minor head also. But from credit ledger, you can only pay minor head. Now, have you understood what I have written? Then I'll ask you a question. From cash, from cash ledger, you can pay minor head also and major head also. But from credit ledger, you cannot pay, no. You cannot pay interest, penalty, fees and other due. Have you understood? Understood? Now we'll understand. Okay, first question to you. Where will the TDS deducted by me will be reflected in Anjum's account? Where will? Cash ledger. Now read it. Have you understood? He will take it to she, Anjum. Anjum will utilize this amount towards discharging his liability towards tax, which is a major head, as well as interest, fees, and any other amount. Have you understood? Since this amount came to cash ledger, she can use the major head also and minor head also. Have you understood? Since this amount came in cash ledger, she can use it for both the heads, major as well as minor. So there comes the complete TDS. These are the practical questions which I have found from here and there for you people. Tell me, first of all, have you understood the TDS? We've ended up with the TDS. Done? Okay, first we'll complete the question and then we'll take a gap. Hai na? So, okay, bye. We are starting with the questions. Supplier, I'm the supplier. No, Anjum is the supplier. Makes a supply worth rupees 20 lakh. Please remember, Anjum have given me services or supply of rupees 20 lakh. To a recipient, I'm a recipient. The GST at the rate 80% is required to be paid. Perfect. The recipient, while making the payment of rupees 20 lakh to supplier, shall deduct 2% TDS, which is 1% CGST and 1% SGST. That becomes rupees 40,000 as TDS. The value of TDS purpose shall not include 18% GST. The TDS so deducted shall be deposited in the account of government by 10th of succeeding month. The TDS so deposited with the government account shall be reflected in the electronic cash ledger of the supplier, that is Anjum deductee, who would be able to use the same for the payment of tax or any other amount. Who will tell me? Tax is a major head and any other amount is a any other amount. Yes, it's a minor head. Have you people understood? Very good. Done. Question has been done to you. Next question. Supplier X. So supplier X, now we'll take it to Avijit. है ना? Avijit, supplier X, you are supplier X. Make supply worth rupees 1800 rupees inclusive of GST. Okay. To municipality, where the contract for supply is of rupees 15 lakh. Okay. So actual value of contract was 15 lakh rupees. But I am making the payment of first 1800 rupees. That too, it includes GST. Now, the rate of GST is 18%. Supplier and the deductor are in the same state. Find the following. Whether TDS is to be deducted by municipality? Tell me, will I deduct TDS? Yes, I will deduct TDS because the contract value is exceeding 2,50,000. The net payment to supplier X after TDS. So it says how much will I pay to Avijit. So answer is this I should not okay, I'll do it. See, where is this? We've got following payment is being made to municipality. It says 10,000 10,000 was not there now. Made a worth rupees shall not we do it? It's missing with one. Yes, it is 11,800 because it's not matching with the answer. No, 11,800. So the point is 11,800 is 118. 100 कितना होगा? The answer is 10,000. The answer is 10,000. Have you understood? Then I'll deduct TDS. है ना? 1% CGST, 1% SGST. Anjum क्या नहीं आया? Beta, there is a bit printing mistake. The amount is not 1,800. Rather, the amount is 11,800. Got it? So, while I'll make the payment, I'll deduct 200 as TDS and I'll make only 11,600 as a payment. Everyone, have you understood? Perfect. There is a printing mistake from my end. Anna? Perfect. So, next question. Supplier Y of Mumbai makes the taxable supply worth rupees 10,000 and exempt supply worth rupees 20,000 in an invoice and a bill of supply to Finance Department of Government of India located in New Delhi, where contract for the supply is rupees 6 lakh. 2,60,000 for taxable supply, including GST. I got the whole point. Huh, bhai? We are the value of supply is 2,60,000, but the point is it is inclusive of GST. That means this is 118. What will be 100? What will be 100? It is 220338, or we can take it 9. 220339. Yes, 220339. Will I deduct TDS? Will I deduct TDS? No. So the TDS is not required to be deducted. Have you got it? Done. Okay, one more question from whole value. Nahi Abhijit, only on taxable supply the TDS will be deducted, right? Supplier ZA is a person registered under composition scheme in Jharkhand. Okay. Who makes taxable supply worth 10,000 to a local authority of Jharkhand, where the value of taxable supply under contract is 2,55,000. Okay, I'll frame the question in another manner. Is the compo dealer registered or not? Is the compo dealer registered or not? Registered. Okay. They can't avail credit. They can't avail credit, but he'll have a cash ledger now. He can't avail credit. That's true. But he'll have a cash ledger now. Yes. That means, will the TDS deducted or not? Will the TDS deducted? Yes. Major head. Yes, yes, yes. That's what. Find TDS if any. Okay. Yes. Solution. Following payment is made by the local authority to Jharkhand. Of Jharkhand to ZA. 10,000 value of taxable supply under the contract of rupees 2,50,000, which is more than 2 lakh 0.5 lakh. Hence, the deduction is required to be made. Now it becomes easy. 1% of 10,000, 1% of 10,000. That's CGST. This is SGST. And in totality, it becomes 200. Have you people understood? Okay, so we ended up with TDS. This is all the TDS is. Shall we take a break now? Shall we take a break now? Hannah? At what time do you want me to come back? Rajita is saying no, ma'am. Rajita is saying no, ma'am. Don't take a break. Yes, on one transaction value. Okay, see, this is 721. Right? We'll be back by, we'll take a break, Hannah. Compo dealer? Yes, Abhijit. It is applicable because he's registered. He'll have a cash ledger. So while making a payment by DDO, he'll deduct, the TDS will be deducted. Okay. So this is 721. We people will be back by 35 or 31. 35. I know today you'll ask me for 31. Okay. So take a break. We'll be there by 35. I'm there online. If anyone have any doubt, can ask me out. Suppose deducted TDS on 31st of May, then deposited in government account to 10th of June. Right, Dhanalakshmi? Perfect. Done one. Yes, yes, Dhanalakshmi, I missed it, though the answer is right. May, June. Perfect. Ma'am, the TDS is the cash ledger is treated as ITC. Abhijit, anything in the cash, though it is, yes, it's a form of ITC. But the point is we don't give it an ITC ledger because from ITC ledger we can use only minor head. So we are showing it in cash ledger. Yes, it's a form of ITC, but given in cash ledger and all the provision of cash ledger applicable. Abhimanyu have asked me, taxable 2 lakh, exempt 50,000. No, Abhimanyu, because the taxable supply value should exceed 250. Not applicable. Yeah, I'll also take a break. We'll be meeting. If you have query, do post me up. I'll also roam around. To Avijit, there is no limit of 2.5 lakh per month. It is just a single payment, single contract. Ma'am, we need contract value to check if, yes, Vishakha, we need to check the contract value as well as the DDO and as well as you, that is the deductee, who's registered or unregistered. Yes, we need to see three parameter, the deductor, the deductee and the transaction value. Yes. Okay, bhai, you also post. I'm coming back in 5 minutes. Hi everyone. Can you see the PPT? Can you see me also? Because I have just done a jugaad in order the some light comes to my place. Black, black. Hana, yes. Sridhar, there is no light. PPT is okay. So now you have to hear me up rather because there is no electricity at my place. I told you na today we have warning of rain and storm, so that's why there is no. So we'll wind up the class, Hannah. So we'll start so that even if my phone don't allow me with the internet connection, though I have connected with the phone, so we are done with the today's topic. Shall I start, everyone? I know I would have been it's black from my side to you people, but my voice is audible to you and the PPT is there, so you can see that out. Shall I? Okay, now we'll start with TCS. Now we'll start with TCS. It's much easier than the TDS also. So everyone, yeah, attendance. Everyone there in the class, shall I start? I hope the light comes within 2 3 minutes. Till then, you have to adjust. Hannah? Okay, so 52. Very good. TCS comes with section 52. The section is 52. And the percentage of TCS is 0.5. So it becomes 0.25 and 0.25. This is the first thing which I need to tell you about. And then the next thing. What is next? Please understand. They are the example. matlab I can draw the example. See, I'm an e-commerce operator. That is, I'm a Flipkart. I'm a Flipkart. You people are vendors. You people are vendor. You people have been connected to me and you people use my online platform to sell your goods, right? Then the customers are over here. The customers are over here. Whenever customer buy any product from the platform, they pay me up and then I pay you people here. They pay me and then I pay you people from this. Now the thing is, while paying you people, I deduct. Finally, the light came at my place. Right? 2 minutes. ठीक है. So when these you people are able to hear me up, no? Now you can see me also. The light is there at my place. Please, please, please check, check, check. ठीक है, ठीक है. Now, okay, it'll take 1 or 2 minutes to let the internet connection be there. Perfect. Hello. Now the thing is, when you people, when the general public pay me up, then I deduct a certain percentage as an TCS, which is 0.5%, and the balance payment I make you people as an vendor. I make you people the balance payment. This is the whole concept of TCS. TCS is being deducted by e-commerce operator only and only when they sell the product of others. Only when they sell the product of others. If they are selling their own product, then the TCS is not deducted. Second point, if the consumer, that's the customer, have directly made the payment to vendor, then also TCS is not deducted. In order to deduct TCS, the amount should be collected by the e-commerce operator and after that it should be remitted to the different vendors. Have you people understood? Have you people understood? Done, everyone? Right? Okay, so now we'll read it. Yeah, important thing, there is no monetary limit. Even if the transaction is worth rupees 10, then also the TCS will be deducted. Have you understood? I try to log in with the internet connection. Yes. Okay, shall I read it? Okay. So we'll read it. Overview of TCS. TCS refer to. Get it. See, when it's, ma'am, what is the concept of TCS? Like TDS, we like To not to evade tax. Okay, Vedant have asked me out, ma'am, what is the concept of TCS implication? It's just simple that, Vedant. Again, the same point. If I'm a Flipkart and everyone present in the class are the vendors, tell me who will do the cheating of taxes or who will evade the tax? Me, the Flipkart, or you people as the vendor? Who will do the? Yes. Yes, Abhimanyu, only eco is liable to deduct TCS. Yes, yes, it's you people who will do the cheating in order to curb down this cheating. And responsibility on e-commerce operator have been done that while making the payment to these vendor, please deduct TCS. Now you've got it? Everyone, shall I read it? Perfect. Now, TCS refers to tax which is collected by electronic commerce operator when the supplier supplied taxable goods or service. Please, the important thing is the nature of the good should be taxable goods or service through the portal of e-commerce operator, and the payment for that supply is collected by the said electronic commerce operator. Who will tell me? If the customer have made a payment directly to you, can I deduct TCS on it? If the customer made the directly payment to you, then I can't collect the TCS. Perfect. Now, the definition of key terms. First of all, understand the electronic commerce operator. It means it could be a supplier of good like Blinkit. It could be a supplier of service, any service app. Then supplier of goods or service, both, including digital products over digital network and electronic network, that is online. Then, who is electronic commerce operator? Let's understand. Means any person who owns, who operate, and who manage digital map. Eco. Yes, Abhimanyu, only transaction through Eco, then TCS applicable. Digital electronic platform for electronic commerce. So anyone who is either owning, operating, and managing the e-commerce site is an electronic commerce operator. Now, who is liable to collect TCS? Who will tell me who's liable to collect TCS? Who's liable to collect TCS? Yes, perfect. The eco. Every electronic commerce operator, not being an agent, has been mandated to collect tax at source on the net value of taxable. Yes, Vedant, like Blinkit, Zepto, etc. So, if I am an e-commerce operator and I'm not being an agent, has been mandated to collect tax source on the net value of taxable supply net of return, if any, made through it by supplier, where eco collects the consideration on behalf of supplier for such supply. I'll explain. You the vendor, you people are vendor. I'm Flipkart, right? And here the customer. Okay, the customer ordered a good worth rupees 1,000 rupees. Okay, worth rupees 1,000. The customer ordered, ma'am, taxable value, full value. Abhijit on taxable value. है ना? So the customer ordered from Flipkart. Karan, if I sell product to customer through Amazon, then Amazon will collect TCS and pay remaining amount, right? Yes, Karan. Perfect. That's the right answer. Now, you people tell me answer you over here. I'll explain it like this. See, you people are, there is a customer who've ordered a good which belongs to you people through my commercial site, that is e-commerce operator. The value of the good, the transaction value of the good is rupees 1,000. When this customer will give me 1,000 rupees, I'll deduct a TCS of 0.5% and the balance will be given to the vendor. Have you understood first this point? And the balance will be given. Perfect. Now understand the other thing. Out of these 1,000 rupees, you return the good worth rupees 500. That means now when I'll make the payment to the vendor, what I'll do? 1,000 the value which you gave me. Then 500, you did the return. So what is the net supply? The value of net supply is 500 and I'll deduct TCS at 0.5%. Have you understood? I'll deduct TCS at 0.5%. Perfect. So now we'll read it. Rate of TCS is 0.25% on the net value of intrastate taxable supply. Yes. And 0.5% net value of interstate taxable supply. So if it is intra, it is as Avijit says 0.25 plus 0.25. And if it is inter, then it is 0.5. Have everyone understood this? Everyone understood? Done. The net value of, let it come. The net value of, why is this? Yes. The net value of taxable supply, aggregate value of taxable supply of goods or service, less good return to supplier on other than, okay, very, very important. TCS is not applicable on services mentioned under 9.5. Do anyone remember 9.5? TCS is not applicable on services mentioned under 9.5. Yes. Shall we revise 9.5? We have those Ola, Uber. Do you people remember Ola, Uber? We have, yes, we have Zepto, Foodwala. Then we have Go Ibibo, the hotel sites. Then we have Urban Clap, which is for plumbering and all those. Rapido, yes. So this says that TCS will be applicable on all the goods and service supplied through e-commerce operator, irrespective of the value, but it will not be applicable on services mentioned under 9.5. Now we'll see. Currently, following are the service notified under, yes, notified under Section 9.5 of CGST Act. There is a lag between the screen and my voice, no? True? Or only I can feel this out? There is a lag between, no? Clear. Then it is perfect, Hana. So now we'll do what is 9.5. Okay, in which chapter we did 9.5? In which chapter we did 9.5? Yes, charge. We used to have 9.1 or okay, or we'll say it 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, 9.5. And the most important verb of 9.3, 9.4, 9.5. Yes, chapter 3, charge. Now, we'll see what are under 9.5. Sabse pehle, service by way of transportation of passengers by radio taxi, motor cab, maxi cab, motorcycle, any other motor vehicle except omnibus. You would have done it in there also. That any mode of transport like radio taxi, motor cab, maxi cab, motor cycle, but except it says omnibus. That means for omnibus, TCS is applicable. The answer is no. For omnibus, there is one more condition, and the condition is service by way of transportation of passenger by omnibus, except where the person supplying such service through eco is a company. So we'll do it like this. I'm omnibus. And I have a business of running omnibus and I am in a form of company. I've registered to a eco where the customer can come and book the omnibus. Tell me, will the TCS applicable or not? Now you people tell me. Read it again in the yellow highlight and tell me the TCS will be applicable or not. I provide a service of omnibus. Whosoever want can contact me up. Now the thing is, my formation is in a form of company, and I have registered myself in Eco. So you people book the omnibus through the Eco. The point is, will the TCS applicable? Read it again. Read it again. Yes, Vishakha, it will be applicable, but these people are not getting it. Beta, read it again. Just give me 1 minute. Let me close down the doors so that just give me 1 minute. Yes, now okay. Yes, beta, it will be applicable. Read it again. The service by way of transportation of passenger by an omnibus, except where such person supplying service through eco is a company. Yes, this is an exception. Yes, yes. Now, the next we'll do it is service by way of providing accommodation in hotels, inns, guest house, club, campsite, other commercial places meant for residence or lodging purpose, except where the person supplying such service through eco operator is liable for registration. So, if you are using Go IBBO or you are using any e-commerce operator for booking the hotel accommodation, then also the TCS is not applicable. But the point is, if the hotel is registered, yes, then the TCS will be applicable. Do you people get it? If the hotel is registered under GST, then the TCS will be applicable. Have you got it? Everyone, I'm waiting. Yes. Now, the next. Perfect, perfect. Service by way of housekeeping, such as plumbing, carpent, says except omnibus provided. Yes, Abhimanyu, perfect. Carpentry, except where the person supplying such service through e-commerce operator is liable for registration under subsection. Again, the same thing. If you are taking these services of plumbing, carpenting, then e-commerce operator is not required to deduct TCS. But as a service provider, you are registered under GST. Then the TCS will be applicable. Then the next, supply of restaurant service. Other than the service supplied by the restaurant, eating joint, etc., located at the specified premises. Okay, we'll understand this. If you are taking eating services, you are ordering food through e-commerce operator like Zomato, Swiggy, okay, then also the TCS is not applicable, but the hotel or a restaurant is already registered. Yes, then the TCS will be applicable. Have you got this point? Have this been done? Specified premises means Avijit. Okay, now Avijit have asked me specified premises. Avijit, have you done this? Section 9.5? Section 9.5? Have you done this? Section 9.5 already? Array, charge would have been done in the class, no? Everyone. Usually it means that the place is registered, but still, if the tariff, the room rent, from where the food is coming to you, it exceeds rupees 7,500 rupees per day, it becomes a specified premises. If the tariff from where, like I've ordered from ITC, the food, the dinner I ordered from ITC, there the tariff is beyond for 7,500 per day per night, then yes, I need to charge. Oh, right, got this, Hannah. Yes, that's a revision portion. Now, deposit of TCS by ECO to government. The TCS amount collected by ECO has to be remitted to the government treasury within 10 days after the end of month in which the collection was made. Okay, ma'am, if omnibus is not through eco, then what will it be? But it's a general e-commerce, omnibus services, and the provision of TCS will not be applicable, right? Then we have the same provision as TDS also, registration. Any person required to collect tax in accordance, yes, same as TDS, with the provision of 52, shall electronically submit a registration application in the prescribed form through the common portal. The proper officer shall, after due verification, grant registration within 3 working days from the date of the application. Also, on request, this we didn't know, but if you're liable to deduct TCS, you have to get yourself compulsory registration. Apply for it. Within 3 working days, you will get the registration. If anyhow the liability of TCS is no more applicable on you, then the proper officer can cancel your registration. Also, on request upon inquiry pursuant to any other proceedings under the Act, if proper officer is satisfied that the person is no longer liable to deduct tax at source under Section 52, then the said officer may cancel the said registration following the procedure of cancellation of registration. Have you got it? Same as TDS. Have you got it? Everyone. Done. Okay, next. Filing monthly and annual statement. Beta, this is important. This is important. Okay, now first we'll read it and then I'll tell you. Yes, just section change. Yes, Abhijit. An electronic statement form GSTR 8 has to be filed by ECO containing detail of outward supply of goods and service affected. If PO found you not liable to TCS, then my registration will be cancelled, Harshal. Then an electronic statement in form GSTR 8 has to be filed by ECO containing the detail of outward supply of goods or service affected by me, that is through me, including the supply returned through it and the amount collected it as TCS during the month within 10 days after the end of each month in which the supply was made. It's a simple one. If I'm an e-commerce operator, I'll file a return next of the succeeding month, 10th. 3 data will I'll give to the government. Yes, the first data will be the amount of sales which I made. Then the second data will be sales return which I made. And the last amount, the amount of TCS which I deducted. Okay. Next is the detail of tax collected at source furnished by ECO shall be made available electronically to each of the registered person on the common portal after filing GSTR 8 for claiming the amount of tax collected in his electronic cash ledger after validation. Again, like TDS, here also, whatever TCS I deduct on your behalf, it gets credited in your dash. Where will it be shown? It get credited in dash. Where will it be shown? Yes, it will be shown in cash ledger. See, here the word is right. It will come to you on common portal electronically. Whereas in TDS, we did a point. Yes, very good. But in TDS, see, I told you, it is not required. Still, it's there in our module. Hanji, what was that? In case of TDS, I need to issue Anjum dash. What was that? We did it. I need to issue Anjum dash. Don't you remember TD? Yes, Vishaka, I need to issue TDS certificate. Though here they said no, it will come automatically electronically. This is what actually happened with TDS also. Then we have additionally, ECO is also mandated to file annual statement GSTR 9B on or before 31st day of December following the end of financial year. See, everyone I know is very attentive in the class. Have we done this point in TDS? Have we done this in? No. This provision is only applicable in case of TCS. This is only applicable in case of TCS. Then the commissioner has been empowered to extend the due date of furnishing the monthly and annual statement by person collecting the tax at source. Again, the power of commissioner. Commissioner, if want, can extend the time period of filing monthly as well as the annual statement by the ECO. Then again, notice to the operator seeking detail. Okay, bhai. An officer not below the rank of deputy commissioner can issue a notice to an operator, that is the Flipkart, Amazon, asking him to furnish the detail relating to the volume of goods or service supplied, stock of good lying in the warehouse, go down, etc. The operator is required to furnish such detail within 15 working days from the order you've got. And in case the operator fails to furnish the information beside being liable for a penal action under section 122, he shall be liable to a penalty of rupees 25,000. No need as such. 122 is not in cause, right? Final. The only point is, if proper officer asked me data and I have not produced the data within 15 working days of asking, then I will be penalized under section 122 as well as a penalty of rupees 25,000. Have you people got it? See, TCS is very small. It's on the verge of completion now. Have you people got it? But you need to reply no. Yes. Now, TCS applicability is major type of e-commerce. So we'll do it what it says. See, first of all, if I'm selling my own product, very important, very important. Tell me, I'm Amazon and I'm selling Amazon brand, my own brand. Will the TCS applicable? Will the TCS applicable? I'm selling my own product. No, see, selling own product through the own website, TCS is not applicable. Very good. Selling bought out product through own website under own billing. Hanji. Example, Rajita, you are a manufacturer of chairs. I bought 1,000 chairs from you, and after that, I'm selling it on my e-commerce operator, my own website. Tell me, yes, you people have already answered. Yes, the TCS will not be applicable. Then, mere facilitating the transaction between the customer and supplier. Okay, now in this case, I am just a bridge between the customer and the supplier. Operator, do not own the good. The goods are not mine. Billing directly by the seller to customer. Please remember, you people will bill to the customer. I am not billing, right? Then, and the consideration collected by the operator, the amount is collected by me first and then paid to the supplier. See, all the conditions are fulfilled. The provision of TCS will be applicable. Operator shall deduct TCS while making payment to the other supplier, and I'll deduct the TCS. Now, significant aspect. Person liable to deduct TCS? The answer is electronic commerce operator. What is the threshold limit? The answer is nil. Even if the bill is of rupees 550 or 5, TCS need to be deducted. Rate of collection 0.5, which makes 0.25%, 0.25. Yes. Which service is applicable to TCS? Array, Harshal, it is applicable on all except 9.5. Value of collection of sources. What is the value on which I'll deduct TCS? The net value, which says total sales minus sales return. Then due date of payment, I have to pay it 10th. Okay, Sushmita, I'll give you answer. I have to pay it 10th of the next month. Sushmita asked me, ma'am, will it be exclusive of GST? The answer is no. It will be inclusive of GST. Okay? Here the TCS will be there. The question I have put, yes, I have put the question, right? It will be inclusive, right? Yes, yes, Karan, TCS rate is fixed. Yes, okay. Now, there is one more example, then then the topic is over. Step to determine whether ECO is liable to collect tax at source. Okay, we'll do it. Do you operate or manage an e-commerce platform? The answer is yes, I do. Whether the supplier make taxable supply through the e-commerce operator, the answer is yes, I do. If I don't do the taxable supply, if I'm only giving exempted supply, then no TCS. See, then no TCS. Then yes, I'm making a taxable supply. Whether I take the consideration from the customer, the answer is no. Then no TCS. But yes, I take the payment. Case where rate of both could be different. No, Harshal, they cannot be. Whether following services are supplied, for example, transportation of passenger by radio taxi, motor cab, motorcycle, or any other motor vehicle except omnibus, and transportation of passenger by an omnibus except company supplier, hotel accommodation, but it should be run unregistered, housekeeping services, but it should be unregistered, and restaurant service other than specified, located in specified premise. The answer is yes. Then no TCS, but the answer is no. Then I am liable to deduct TCS at the rate 0.5%. Have you got it? Easy TDS and TCS. Have you got it? Perfect. There is a question. And then e-commerce operator, the answer question, we'll read it. There is an e-commerce operator known as Flipkart. Okay. Supplier who, I'm Flipkart. Sushmita is supplying her goods. She is XYZ Private Limited and she's a regular GST supplier. She's registered. Now, buyer is Vishaka A. The nature of supply, it's a taxable value good and it's a taxable supply. Location of supplier. So, supplier is from Karnataka. Location of buyer. Vishakha is also in Karnataka. So, it's an intrastate sale. Perfect, no issues. Then, sale value. It is 1 lakh rupees inclusive of GST. Now, rate TCS applicable. How much will be applicable? 0.5. Now, the thing is, taxable value is 1 lakh and on 1 lakh the 0.5 is 500 rupees, right? And so CGST component is 0.25 and SGST component is 0.25. In totality it makes rupees 500. Have you got this? Yes, done. So I think this is, yeah, now we can revise. First of all, everyone, have you understood section 51 and 52? Ma'am, is not required to calculate GST? No, I shall not required. Whatever payment I receive, just I'll deduct the sales return portion. And on the entire amount, ma'am, there is no penalty in TDS, Vishaka. If there are penalty, but at present at inter level, there is not to be learned, right? It's very easy. Yes, Sushmita, it's very easy for TDS only. Shall we take a quick recap and then we'll wind up the class? Yes. Shall we? Perfect, perfect. Quiz time. Perfect. It's a recap. So, ma'am, is it required to collect TCS by ECO for transportation services? Beta, Samiran, if the transportation service is from Ola, Uber, radio, taxi, and the person providing are unregistered, not required, right? Then, ma'am, is stock market TDS or TCS is deducted? Ma'am, in stock market, okay. Okay, bhai, ab now I got a question which has to be elaborated. Tell me, is share liable to be GST? Is GST applicable on shares? Is GST applicable on shares? No. When the GST, okay, can I say they are outside the preview of GST? Can I say they are the outside of the preview of GST? Security are outside the preview of GST? The answer is yes, they are outside the preview of GST. Now tell me, will the TDS TCS applicable? Will, Vedant, I'm giving that answer also. No, they are not applicable. They are not liable to be under GST. Then, but example, between two people, I'm a broker. I'm a broker and I'm arranging the transaction for which I'm charging a commission. So now tell me, is on that commission the GST applicable? On that commission, the GST applicable? Done. Now, I don't know. I think Abhimanyu asked me out. I actually don't remember. See, Vedant asked me. Vedant asked me. So now you people tell me, is the TDS provision applicable on that commission or brokerage? Think about and give me answer. Is the TDS provision applicable on those commission and brokerage? TDS under GST is applicable? Arey beta, yes, it could, maybe it is. In fact, don't take it maybe also, right? It is when DDO is our involved in that scene, then only it is applicable, otherwise it is not applicable. Now tell me, will the provision of TCS applicable in that case? So you've got the answer. Anything else? And then take the quest time. Ma'am, state purpose 1% and for IGST 2% TDS. Yes, Abhijit, perfect. Done. If registration, yes. So, Hamai for TDS, the rate is, if it is CGST and SGST, it is 1%. And if it is IGST, it is 2%. Sridhar have asked me, ma'am, I sold investment yesterday. Then TDS shown in the statement. Beta DT. DT. है ना? Harshal, what is 2.5 beta? Ma'am, on GST? Yes, Karan. Here, whatever the value you've taken it from the consumer, from on that TCS is applicable. Yes, Karan. Just minus the sales return. है ना? Harshal, I could not get what is 2.5. Sridhar, okay, clear, done. TCS in CGST and SGST 0.5, 0.25, 0.25 makes it 0.5. But abhi recently it has been amended. Before the amendment, it was 1%, which have been reduced to 0.5 for IGST, 0.25 for CGST and SGST. Yes, Harshal, true. For state purposes, for IGST against TCS. Abhijit, what you are writing? There's nothing I did like that. For IGST, 5%. Acha, I got it, Abhijit, my bad, right? You wanted to write 0.5. The point is not visible, so I thought it 5%. Perfect. Abhijit, perfect. Ma'am, you may be in. Harshal, no, I am not there. For my confirmation, yes, Abhijit, perfect. 0.5 was not visible to me, so I thought you wrote 5%. Let's revise, and then we'll wind up. Hana? Any certificate from TCS, not required, Abhimanyu, because electronically you get it in your electronic cash ledger. Samiran, ma'am, add one more query. Okay. If Anjum was not registered at the time the contract payment, at the time of contract payment, DDO will not deduct TDS. Perfect, Samiran, the DDO will not deduct TDS. But if BOS is, what is BOS? Right, full form? BOS. Business of bill of supplies. Bill of supply. But here this doesn't make a sense. But if BOS and POS were different, then TDS will be deducted and the deductee cannot claim it. Am I right? Beta, Samiran, I'm not able to get BOS. What do you mean by, no, it's not bill of supply. He is combining with BOS and POS. POS is place of supply. And what's BOS? Samiran, bill of supply? Arey Baba. Beta, bill of supply is for exempted goods. It's by the compo dealer. Why you writing it over here? If it is a taxable supply, then only the TDS will be deducted. If it is exempted, the TDS will not be deducted. Now Harshal, place of supply, I know POS. I was unable to get BOS. Please, everyone, can anybody answer me out? Though I have answered, but still. If Anjum was not registered at the time of contract payment, perfect, not registered, DDO will not deduct TDS. Perfect, DDO will not deduct TDS. But if bill of supply and place of supply were different, then TDS will be deducted. Now, beta, so you got it now? Bill of supply. Sorry, ma'am, means registered person is from different place and place of supply is different. But sorry, ma'am, if the registered person is from different place and the place of supply is different, beta, IGST will be applicable and the credit will be given to the deductee. It will be applicable. It will be applicable, Samiran. The only situation here will be when I, that is the supplier, and the place of supply are in the same state, but the recipient is in the other one, right? Anyone else having any doubt can ask me out. Acha, okay, I'll ask. Do people enjoy the class? For you, is it easy to understand? है ना? मतलब it is like very much. Very good. Very good. Yes. I always make sure I add the entire BOS for you. है ना? So it becomes for you easy to revise the book. As well as I try to add questions of every point which I can, whether from here or there. Anyhow, I grab some questions, Hannah, so that once you do the examples it becomes more easier to you. Harshal, I've got one more question from Harshal. Let me ask you to all people. If I'm registered, okay, take me like me. If I'm registered, who on eco provide supply? Okay, I got it. I'll rewrite it. I'll say it better. If I'm registered supplier, and from eco I have given services worth rupees 2.5 lakh, can I be liable to be registered? This is what, Harshal, you want to ask? See, I'm a vendor, I'm a supplier who sells my good, matlab, who supply the good through e-commerce operator, and I have provided to e-commerce operator good worth rupees 2.5 lakh. Can I be liable to registration? Can anybody write me about? We've done it in registration chapter. Can anybody tell me the answer? See, I'm a vendor. I want to sell the goods through e-commerce operator. Now, I have sold only good worth rupees 2.5 lakh through e-commerce operator. Am I liable to be registered? Who will tell me? Okay, very good, Sushmita. If not liable, what is the reason? Samiran, if not liable, yeah, you have not revised the chapter registration. Otherwise, I would have got the right answer. Very good, Sushmita. Very good. I'll give you the answer. Beta, if I'm a service provider and I'm providing services through e-commerce operator, then I've been given that a relaxation. For me, it's not compulsory registration. Rather, I will only be registered when my turnover exceed 20 or 10 lakh. But in case I'm a supplier of goods and I'm supplying through e-commerce operator, usually before amendment, I need to have a compulsory registration. But after this Blinkit 5 minute, 7 minute, 15-minute delivery, the exemption was given to those supplier also. You need to get registered on the basis of your turnover, but there is a condition involved in it. Can anybody write me the condition? But there is a condition involved if I've been given exemption from registration. Very good, Abhimanyu. Yes, very good. I'm waiting for everyone. Very good, Abhimanyu. I'm proud of you. Anyone else? Yes, there was a condition to get the registration on the basis of turnover rather than compulsory. And what was that condition? The supply must be within state. Yes, no, beta Rajita. The supply must be within state. You can't cross the state. If you're crossing the state, then your registration is compulsory. So you've got the answer, right? Which are liable to. If we change liable to TCS, yes. If we get registered, then yes, we are liable to TCS by ECO. Yes, true. Anything else? Complete. Perfect. So shall we have a quick recap? I'm waiting for that, but I'm replying the answers. Any further query you can ask. Otherwise, I'll ask you a question round and then we'll wind up. Yes, okay, okay. So we'll start with this. I'm a Titan company and I have my own e-commerce operator. I have my own online website. Is the TCS provision applicable on me? Very good. No TCS. Okay, next. I'm an omnibus dealer. I give omnibus on a rent and I'm registered in a form of firm. And I'm registered, matlab, I supply through e-commerce operator. The provision of TCS applicable on me? Yes. Yes. Sorry, TCS is not applicable on me. Matlab, I'm reading yours. No, it's only the company when TCS provisions are applicable. This one is a bouncer. First of all, listen and then answer. I'm a metal scrap dealer. I supply metal scrap. I am not registered. This one is a bouncer. Please understand. I'll draw it for you. I'm a supplier. I'm a supplier of metal scrap. I'm an unregistered person. I'm supplying metal scrap to a registered person. Now, when he'll make the payment, will the provision of TDS applicable on me? Think about and give me answer. Very good, Vishaka. I need answer from everyone. Very good. If no, why? Very good. Karan, wrong. Why will it be applicable on me? Yes, Vishaka. It has to be registered to registered. Yes, Abhimanyu. The reason is, beta, I'm unregistered. Do I have a cash ledger? I don't have a cash ledger. When I don't have a cash ledger, where will that credit comes to me, right? So here, no TDS. Next question to you. I'm a supplier. You are recipient. I'm supplying metal scrap to you. Metal scrap. I am unregistered person. You are unregistered person. Tell me, what will the transaction known as? In which category you will take the transaction? In which category you will take the transaction? Think. Vishaka, get it in a right word. You are exactly right. But you can't use the word non-taxable. Yes, no GST will be applicable since both are unregistered. So many things you are buying from a local store near you where the storekeeper, that is the shopkeeper, is also unregistered and we people are also unregistered. In that case, no GST applicable. Abhimanyu, beta, don't take it bill of supply. Don't, if you need to issue a bill of supply, that means you are registered. है ना? ठीक है. Okay. So next question to you. Okay, we'll shift the game now. TDS. Okay, let me ask. Okay. If I need to give you a TDS certificate, if I need to give you a TDS certificate, what will it help you to? If I've given you a TDS certificate, how will it help you out? How will it help you out? Yes, to reconcile the amount of ITC which I deposited and the amount of ITC which you've got it in your e-cash ledger. Very good, Abhimanyu. Harshal have given me a question. Ma'am, you buy and supply, just you gave example, you buy and supplier said, yes, Harshal, there are so many shopkeepers in your area also who are not ready to take online payments. They only take cash payment just in order to avoid their registration liability. Yes, Harshal, once since you are not registered, so many of the provisions are not applicable to you on of GST. Yes, true. Okay, I'll change the question and after that I'll take your doubts or otherwise we'll wind up the class. Hai na? My next question to you people is, okay, is there any difference between TDS and TCS in terms of annual statement? Is there any difference between TDS and TCS under GST in terms of annual statement? Yes. Which one has to file an annual statement? Which one? Very good. There is no annual statement of TDS. It is only TCS where the word annual statement is applicable. Yes. And it has to be filed till, and the annual statement has to be filed till. Do anyone? No, 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 Abhijit. It's 10th is the normal one, monthly one. Yes. It is 31st December. It has to be filed for 31st December of the next financial year. Very good. So now tell me, any doubt or we should wind it up? Have you people understood? Our next class is of return, annual return. Yes. Hana? Our next class is of annual return. Questions, everything clear? Done. So we'll be doing return in the next two classes. Abhijit, attend the class. I just joined at 7 p.m. Abhijit, you missed, huh? Everything. Please see the portion which have been missed by you. Okay, so we'll wind up the class now. Hannah, Rajita, and Rajita told me out, ma'am, don't give the break. I'm enjoying the session. Hannah, today, wonderful, wonderful. Even you people are very wonderful. I'm fond of. Like, I wait for Tuesday and Thursday. Now my class has been scheduled and I'll take the class. Hannah? Okay, okay. Bye, everyone. Bye, bye. Take care of yourself. Hannah, take care. Great. Yes. Okay, I got superlative degree. Greatest session done. Thank you, Harshal. Ma'am, please take Titan quiz as if possible. Karan, in the next class, Sridhar, I'll take it because I have not incorporated in my this PPTs. है ना? We also heard that you are not feeling. Yes, Abhimanyu, I had fever that day on 102. है ना? So I need to stop the class that day. I was unable to sit also. ठीक है? Done, done. Okay, so we'll wind up, we'll wind it. Take care. That's why I'm saying again and again, take very much care of yourself because until unless you are healthy, you are unable to do anything. Can you explain the concept of RCM in short? Abhijit, in the next class, I'll show you. I'll explain RCM. RCM is simple. The concept of RCM is it's just that the person who is receiving the goods or services is the one who will pay the tax to the government. This is RCM, right? And on goods also it's applicable, on service also. Goods portion is not there in the cost, whereas the service portion are applicable. And there are limited services on which RCM is applicable, which you have to go through with the conditions. Yes, yes, Beta, I am still unable to pronounce your name. Yes, you can continue with the same batch. Continue, है ना? Okay, we'll wind up the class since हमारी chat कभी खत्म नहीं हो सकती. So we'll wind up the class and we'll meet on Tuesday now. So everything. Wow,
Recording
Rajita,
stopped.
it's your first class. Perfect, perfect. Done. Still you understood. Wow. Okay, chalo. I'll leave the class now. Take care of yourself, everyone.